Hello, welcome to the Develop Your Life channel. I hope you like the topic of the video, but before you start, subscribe to the channel and press the like button if you like the video. Today's topic is about, have you given up on love? 18 reasons to rethink. Is it necessary to be lucky to find love? It would appear so, given the number of people who, after a few bad romantic experiences, throw up their hands and give up on love. They may rationalize, find justifications, and then become cynical when it comes to matters of the heart, because they believe love isn't meant for them. To be honest, they are the ones who yearn to be in love. Giving up on love may appear to be the logical reaction of someone who has yet to find the special someone, but this does not imply that love is an illusion and that only a select few can find it in life. Everyone, from the realist to the romantic, requires someone to make them feel whole, to share their joys and sorrows with, and to be their companion on their life's journey. So don't believe the myth that you are not lucky enough to be in love. Have you given up on love? 18 reasons to rethink. In today's practical world, love can come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Just because it does not come in the package or color you prefer does not mean you should dismiss it. Maybe you're surrounded by love, but you're not looking for it in the right place. Perhaps you haven't yet learned to read the signs of a soulmate's approach. It's also possible that you're waiting for the magic to happen, when instead you should put yourself out there and create it yourself. Love knows no age, season, or circumstance. Those who believe in it will receive it. Whether you've given up on love at the age of 40 or are feeling disappointed after a divorce or simply having your heart broken by a classmate, none of these reasons are good enough to believe you will never find it again. Love reaches those who believe in its magic, just as they say magic happens to those who believe in it. Here are some of the reasons why you should never give up on love. Number 1. Do you have a lot of expectations? Unfortunately, movies and pop culture have tainted our romantic expectations. Too handsome, too beautiful, too wealthy, too well-educated, too amusing. Is your wish list for your ideal boat lengthy? Perhaps you should be more realistic about relationships. This does not imply you lower your standards or compromise, but when you're ready to give up on love, consider whether you're putting too much emphasis on the superficial. You don't have to give up on love, but you do have to let go of your unrealistic expectations. Furthermore, it's time to stop analyzing people against a mental checklist and start seeing them for who they are. The irony of love is that it can be found in the most unexpected places. Number 2. Step outside your comfort zone. The first rule of attracting love is to be open to it. Do things differently if you want to break the pattern. Step outside of your comfort zone and look for a relationship in places you haven't looked before. Consider using a dating app or joining a singles club. If you've always dated older men or women, you should try dating someone younger. When you're ready to give up on love, tell yourself that it's time to shake things up a little. Don't make assumptions about your likes and dislikes. Instead, give yourself a chance. You may be pleasantly surprised by what you discover. Number 3. You wouldn't be happier if that wasn't the case. Feeling disillusioned and negative about relationships all the time is an indication that you've given up on love. It could be due to previous relationship experiences or your own unfulfilled expectations, but you may need to change your overall attitude. Is it true that not being in love or ruling out the possibility of a relationship has made you happier? Are you closing the door on someone nice because you're afraid? Why not work from a positive springboard instead of a negative one? Don't give up so easily on love or on yourself. Disillusioned and pessimistic. Number 4 has nothing to do with age. Love can strike at any age: 20, 30, 40, 50, or even later. The form and expectations may change, but just because people around you met their soulmates in their 20s or 30s does not mean you should give up on love at 40 or later in life. You might just find love at the age of 40. Maturity, brought on by age and a variety of experiences, can sometimes bring you the most beautiful relationships that you will cherish for the rest of your life. So, never, ever, ever put a number next to love. Only age, not emotions, is a number. So, the next time you consider giving up on love at 30, 40, or any other age, remind yourself that love is timeless and your age has little to do with it. Number 5. Develop your patience. The path of a relationship is never easy. There will be roadblocks, fights, and misunderstandings. It would be naive to believe otherwise. A big fight can often lead to people considering giving up on love entirely. Don't be so quick to judge. The key to developing patience in a relationship is to practice it. Every relationship, every person, and every family deserves a second chance, and simply being disappointed or having a few squabbles are not reasons to give up on someone you care about. You've contributed to and nurtured a relationship, give it a few more chances. When you want to give up on love, tell yourself that you need to try harder. It's the least you can do for yourself. Number 6, you don't like yourself. The first rule of finding love in others is to first find love within oneself. First and foremost, love yourself to death, the others will follow. You can't expect others to love you if you don't love yourself. It's pointless to give up on love if you don't believe and act as if you're worthy of it. When you are filled with self-doubt and low self-esteem, it affects all aspects of your life, including your relationships. Even if you do find love, your own insecurities and inhibitions will drive it away. Instead of wallow in self-pity, look for reasons to keep going with love. Trust us when we say you'll find plenty. Number 7, you're missing out on something great. Okay, maybe some of your relationships didn't work out, leading you to believe that love isn't for you. That couldn't be farther from the truth. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, how about remembering how you felt during the relationship's golden years? That is what love is all about, and if you were disappointed by one person, don't blame yourself or others. A failed relationship teaches you valuable lessons. However, this does not have to be the case in every relationship. By giving up on love because of past failures, you are also depriving yourself of all the benefits that love brings. Don't give up on love because it didn't work out the first. Number 8, improves your personality. Is it even necessary to elaborate on this? When you find true love, someone deserving of your affections, it brings out the best in you. Pay attention to the effect it has on you, regardless of how long it lasts. Love enlightens, enriches, and transforms you magnificently. A good and strong relationship motivates you to be vulnerable, which is perfectly fine. Many people give up on love because they don't want to expose their vulnerabilities. But you don't realize what you're giving up in the process. Number 9, you're not doing enough to make it work. Sometimes love necessitates effort. In reality, most relationships are the result of a great deal of effort. Have you ever considered abandoning the love of your life due to external factors such as family opposition, finances, or a difference of opinion? Love, especially true love, is worth preserving, even if it saps your energy. If you believe your man or woman is worth it, you must overcome the obstacles. It may appear difficult at first, and you may have legitimate concerns about its long-term viability, but you must try to make it work. Number 10, you put in a lot of effort. Yes, this may appear to be the polar opposite of the preceding point. When you put too much effort into one thing, you may end up losing it. This is an example of the classic law of attraction at work. It is natural to desire love, but there is a distinction between desiring a relationship and becoming obsessed with it. Your desperation to make things work may prove counterintuitive, as you may end up doing unnecessary stupid things that turn off potential lovers. When you feel like giving up on love, you must find the perfect middle ground to keep your relationship afloat. Don't become obsessed with a relationship. Take a break and focus on yourself instead. Forget about pining for love, let go of the obsessive need, because that is when it will happen on its own. Number 11. You could be in a controlling relationship. Love hurts, is a common complaint heard from those considering giving up on love. However, love frequently fades from our lives because we try to control our partners and become control freaks, or because we are too attached to how things should be. Have you ever experimented with allowing love to flow naturally? A relationship in which you are your truest self and do not try to force your partner to conform to your beliefs and lifestyle? Try to find a genuine and unpretentious relationship. Then you will never give up on love. Number 12. Accept the flaws in yourself. It's strange, but most people demand perfection from their partners. We have an idealized view of what love should be, and anything less leaves us disappointed. We are all aware that finding perfection in one person is impossible. We are all perfectly flawed. When you're dating someone, make a list of the qualities you like about him or her. It will assist you in finding the right person. Accept their less than ideal characteristics. You'll have more reasons not to give up on someone you care about if they have more positives than negatives. Number 13. Learn to be patient. Good things come to those who wait. Remember that you are deserving of the best in life, including relationships. If you are looking for true love, don't give up until you find the one. The ideal person will be someone with whom you can share your life goals, who makes you feel at ease, and who supports you. We frequently settle for less than what we truly desire or require, only to be disappointed. It's a never-ending cycle. So, rather than dating a slew of bad dates, why not wait for the right person, even if it means kissing a few frogs along the way? Never give up because you deserve more than settling. Number 14. Love is good for your mind and your mind. Never give up on love because it is a necessity, not a desire. It has been proven time and again that unconditional love makes people far happier than those who have not yet found love. Of course, being single is a happy state of mind, but love changes the way your brain functions. When you are in love, neurotransmitters that make you happy are released. Number 15. Your story has the potential to change dramatically. Maybe you dated the wrong men or women. Perhaps you've had enough signs that you've given up on love. However, guess what? It only takes one incident to restore your faith in love. The last guy you dated could have been a jerk, or the last woman you dated could have caused you problems. But who knows, your next date could be fantastic. It's natural to be wary, especially if you've had bad experiences, but it only takes one person to change your perspective and steal your heart. So, don't give up on love because you're stuck in an old story. That's how love works, naturally and unintentionally, turning everything you thought you knew upside down. Number 16. Every relationship instructs you in some way. In life, there are no mistakes, only lessons. Adopt this mindset, and you'll never want to give up on love again. Every relationship teaches you something new, even the ones that don't work out. It may not be revolutionary, but it will make you a better boyfriend or girlfriend in the future. That reason alone should be enough to rekindle your faith in love. You may be given a painful lesson at times, but you must go through the pain in order to find happiness again. Instead of focusing on the outcome when dating, try to learn about the person and their life. Number 17. Love isn't a place to be. The most common mistake people make on the path of love is assigning a result to it. Wedding bells may already be ringing in your head when a special person enters your life. Unconsciously, you then strive to achieve that goal rather than focusing on the present and strengthening your relationship. Perhaps marriage is not the ultimate goal of a particular relationship. Instead, the journey may be the most exciting part of it. To truly enjoy the feeling of love, give up on the end result and focus on the now. If you put the right energy into it and do the right things in the present, your future will unfold as you wish. Number 18. Life is much more than a job or a bank account. Many of us nowadays take pride in giving our all to our jobs. Having a great career and work life is important and gives you a sense of accomplishment, but there is so much more to life than money and career. A life without love can be extremely lonely and depressing. What's the point of making a lot of money or excelling at your job if you don't have anyone to share it with? So, if you notice signs that you've given up on love, you must do something to recover. Love is what completes your life, and the only way to have it all is to never give up on love or the idea of it. Believing in love implies believing in life itself. If he or she hasn't already, the right person will. With the thought of love running alongside, concentrate on yourself and your growth. Give it a chance, nurture the idea, and watch it grow exponentially. For, whether you believe it or not, love is what keeps the world turning.